I'm John Crowley. I'm one of the vice principals at Argyle. We were initiated into some of these ideas at a school Pro D Day a couple of years ago. It's changed the way that I approach, the way I plan things, the way I project manage, the way I assign priority for tasks. So the biggest thing was breaking things down into tasks, identifying them as upcoming, in progress, urgent, and completed. There is an entire school population community that has needs to be met. And somebody who needs this idea done, they don't know that there are a million other tasks that are being asked of people in my role. And so one of the unexpected benefits of using a Kanban board and having it visually apparent is it's actually really easy for me to visibly show them the number of tasks that are huge urgent priorities for me in the day and where their task would fit. So instead of saying, hey, I'll get this for you by tomorrow, and then having them disappointed and feel that I haven't met their needs, or I certainly haven't been respectful of their needs, it allows me to say, I think I'm gonna be able to get this by next Wednesday. You cannot overstate the value in taking a task and moving it to the completed column. It's an emotionally satisfying thing to do. It's motivating. At the end of the day, when you see the number of tasks you've been able to move into the completed column, it makes you feel like you've accomplished things. That is satisfying. It also is motivating to get a couple more done before you finish for the day. And in the role that I have, there's so many tasks flying at you that you feel you never get anything accomplished, even when you are getting things done. So the Kanban board reinforces that you actually are being productive, that you are being efficient, that you are getting things done, and you're planning accordingly.
My name is Marin Brophy, and I am a 2D animator here at Argyle. I honestly find that using some of the methods IncrementOne has taught me and the Kanban board has made me a lot more relaxed. I'm someone who's very overstressed and gets very overwhelmed with a lot of work, and just having that method of breaking it down, setting clear deadlines for myself, and having like a clear detailed list of what I have to do really helps me to just relax and just focus on one thing, take it one step at a time, and it's made me a lot more efficient overall. So when IncrementOne was here, we did this exercise where we had to pass balls around to a bunch of people at a table. Then we couldn't pass them directly beside each other. So this was using the empirical process, which is adaptation, transparency, and review, which basically means looking at your work and figuring out where things went wrong and how we can improve. And I think using that system just overall has just improved my efficiency and my mental well-being and my work overall.
Hello, I'm Murray Bulger. I'm one of the teachers of the Digital Media Academy at Argyle. I teach a lot of the digital media courses here. One of the things that was surprising was the simplicity and the power and the benefit of using Kanban boards. They are so simple, but simple is not always simple. Simple means dumbed down. It means it's very effective. We found it very effective for kids to organize and plan, because we used to use calendars, and every time something changed, the calendar would cascade. It was a real mess, and kids rejected it. They would do it, but they technically didn't embrace it. With the Kanban board, one of the things that was surprising is kids embraced it, and they use it in other aspects of their life, whether it's their own personal stuff, their work schedules, their other courses. I was surprised how much they embraced it and used it outside, and that's ultimately what we want to do, is take the learning they've got and that they take it into the real world in a meaningful way. Another thing I've noticed is that a lot of kids, even kids who are very good learners, have challenges, what I call executive functioning, being able to organize and plan and reflect on what's going on with their learning. And what I've found also with some kids who have that as a problem, a Kanban board is a very simple way for them to say, okay, what do you have to do today? What are you doing now, and what have you done? And the neat thing about it for these kids is the chance for them to say, well, what have I learned really? Or have I learned? Oh, maybe I don't really understand this. Maybe I should go back and ask questions. It gives them a chance to reflect. And teaching is really big on the idea of kids reflecting on their own learning and to be truly aware of their own learning. And kids who have learning challenged to kids who are quite advanced in their learning can all gain from this. But I think it helps all kids in this sort of process.